Hello guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Masud. So in today's video, following on from my previous two videos where I spoke about what you should expect in the first and second year on your degree, in today's video I'll be talking about what you should sort of expect in your third year studying physiotherapy. So coming back from the second year, I'd imagine you probably had a very intense year of studying and doing placements, so you probably would be exhausted. But the good thing is, the good news about the third year is it's usually not as intense as the second year. But to caveat that, there is still a lot of work to do, and the work is a little bit more complex. And what I mean by that is more is expected of you in your assignments and whilst on placement. Your educator on placement will expect more of you, and for instance, in the last placement that you do, you will be expected to perform or treat your patients at a qualified band 5 level. So you should really, they expect you to be at that level. So that's why it's hard. And as well as that, during the year, you will also be starting to apply for jobs, which is quite exciting. I can remember personally in the start of the third year, so around about October, November time, people had already secured their jobs for when they finish the course. So you will be going on for interviews and things during the year whilst doing your study. It is very, very cool. And your educators, your lecturers, they should help you to prepare for those with your interviews. But this basically tells you a lot about the general demand for qualified physios in the healthcare system. If you're like my friends on the course, they were having jobs like at the end of the second year, third year, at the start of the third year. So that's really reassuring, I guess, for someone who's like thinking about, am I going to get a job after this? The good news is there's a high likelihood you probably will. So alongside your placements and applying for jobs and doing assignments, you will also be doing your dissertation. So in my uni, when I was studying, we actually went through a whole study. We actually carried it out and analyzed results and fed back what we found. In a lot of unis, I think the case is you do a hypothetical situation where they give you a scenario, you might create a scenario and you just see what the results might be like if you were to carry out the study. Now, of course, the study that we did was a small scale study, like a pilot study. So because you're not going to have the resources to do a full study and the time as well. So looking back on that time, when I was doing those sort of things, it was a bit of a hassle, if I'm honest. I didn't want to do the dissertation because you have a lot of other things to do during the year as well, than to think about a dissertation. But the good thing was, looking back on it, it was nice to know that we actually completed we actually did a whole study instead of just looking at the hypothetical scenario. And another good thing, which is quite cheeky, I should say, is we actually did a group project. So there were people in my group who actually, were willing to do more work than other people. And I was totally fine with that, as long as we got a good grade, as you can imagine. Now, I should say that the year will probably fly by, as do the previous 2 years. You'll probably be so immersed in doing your work and assignments and placements and thinking about going for jobs that you won't even notice what month it is. So you probably start like October, and then before you know it, you probably just be counting down the days to your last placement. It is very exciting when you're in your third year because it's about to your course is about to finish, so it's like a relief. At the same time, it's a little bit scary as well because you're going to be going into full-time work without any sort of support behind you. Well, you will have support from your other sort of healthcare professionals around you, but really there's no one to sort of, call up and chat to who's really going to sort of have the time to sit down with you and advise you on what to do and stuff. So yeah, hopefully by watching this video it gives you an idea, and the other few videos, it gives you an idea that physios don't just do massage, and they do a whole host of other medically oriented things to improve outcomes for our patients. Hopefully these videos were helpful to you. If they were, don't forget to like this video, comment down anything you might wanted to share, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.